Bitch, like, mm-mm. Mm-mm. Anyway, welcome back everyone to Spiritually Beautiful and Divine, Feminine and sometimes Masculine Tarot. I am your spiritual advisor. My name is Spiritual Prophet One. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. I truly appreciate it. Make sure that you go ahead and follow the channel so you don't miss any of my lives or when I upload content. Okay, definitely showing support, showing love to the video by interacting, liking the video, hyping the video up, sharing the video on your social media if you please, leaving your comments below. Just please be respectful. When you're done with that, join my exclusive community and VIP Patreon. All right. It is where I post my most exclusive psychic readings on breaking news and trending topics that everybody wants the psychic tea on. It is where I am 90% of the time. So, sometimes there are gaps when I'm not here and you're like, fuck, this bitch don't ever post. I am always posting psychic readings, but you need to be in VIP. Okay. You need to be at my crib, VIP, my home base. All right. There is a menu there. If you just want to donate and show love and support for my work, you can always hang out in the cafe and you will still get access to the free psychic readings that I released, as well as notifications on the readings that I release exclusively in VIP Patreon. All right. The all access here gives you access to all of the psychic readings that I release in Patreon, the free ones and the ones that are exclusive to the various celebrity readings, true crime readings, of course, your Zodiac and love forecasts, world predictions. You get access to all those if you're in the all access tier. Um, you also receive notifications on the readings that I do, that I offer in my members, okay, on my members' channels. Um, so VIP is like Netflix and member is like Hulu. Okay. So you guys know what it's like to have multiple subscriptions. That's what it is. All right. Members is more true crime and world predictions for those that, are into that. And, VIP is just VIP. All right. So thank you for those that are subscribed to both here. I truly appreciate it. Thank you to those that signed up just to donate and show love. All right. I appreciate you. Okay, divine feminine girl. It is Monday. Um, I am praying, girl. I'm hearing Kesha praying that song. Okay, for all the divine feminines around the world, all the women, the girls, babies, the children, like a prayer for pause. Okay, a prayer for pause because okay, men can't even can't even call them men. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but the title is there, and that title, and of course I'm a Gemini. I got like 50,000 moves. And so when I made the title, it was like it was like a different mood, a different, But then some news came across my page unprovoked. That Yada dude that got the mansions and the African wives and all of that, and one of the wives who just had a baby is all over social media with the black eye. Like, okay, I can't stand a fraud ass nigga. All right, you can see him from a mile away. It might take you a second, but those who have been through and have dealt with men who abuse, men who are violent, men who just detest women, they can only hold their mask for so long, and the mask slips. It always does, because when a man has issues with femininity and with women, period, they can only hold it for so long before that visceral hate seeps out, and then you just have to sit back and watch and just behold, then become just a whole nother, yeah, see, uh just then become, I can't even say it. I was about to say a whole nother person, but then the Holy Spirit just said that's who they always were, right? And who they were presenting, who men a lot of times present in the first moments of meeting you. That's, the character, their representative or whatever. I done seen some shit in this past couple of months, okay? Whether it's from family, whether it's just like and I feel like a lot of women we're just fucking shell shocked. We're shell shocked at what we're seeing and witnessing. We're grieving. We're mourning for each other. We're seeing a lot of femicide. We're seeing a lot of obsessive behavior, just stalking. Just I don't know what entity has gotten a hold of them. Because I mean, you could say it's the devil, but it's like beyond. Like I maybe okay. Some of them have several entities like embedded and infested, and the lust and carnality makes it even worse. But and it's horrific and very disheartening, just hurtful when you witness it. And because there are karmic masculines, distorted masculines, and then there are divine masculines who are falling. You recognize, you can see the divinity in them. You know that they're capable, but you know that they're fallen, and that is just gut wrenching. And a lot of women are witnessing that, and it's a lot. It's a lot, and there aren't, you know, it's a lot. All you can do is pray and be at your altar faithfully. That's faithfully, because it's really grim out here. Um, I see things, and I be wanting to cry for them, but I can't even cry for myself. You know what I mean? Like I can't even weep for myself for everything that I am put through, everything that I have been put through at the hands of abusive, narcissistic, sociopath, like just. And I'm not saying anything because they know, and they're fully aware, and and I don't even have time to like grieve before, whatever. So, but there are moments where I just bear with, and I don't know, kind of just weep for the world. It's a lot going on, girl. I don't, so it's like, who gives a fuck about the tea? I don't know. I don't know what they gonna say. I'm gonna have to change the title or whatever, but it's just so much fucking going on. They killing the fucking horses. Like, it's something about just the murder of just the wild and the free and the autonomous, and this is I feel like we're living in times where it's just giving, it's like devilment, because they said the devil is a thief of joy. And you're taking, when you're murdering thousands or millions of horses that ain't bothering nobody, just roaming free and just being beautiful and majestic. And it's like, yeah, I'll do that. Like, okay, like, it's very dark. Dark, lot of, okay. Dark in Gary, Indiana, and a couple other places. Like, okay. So I don't know. Okay. I don't know about the tea. That was like 2 hours ago. Now I'm in like a different space and place. But we'll see what they say. Okay, girl. Always gotta have a moment just to be. I'm always do whatever the energy calls for. Some people just love. It's just mess and shit all day, just to say. But it's just like, no, you gotta have a presence and You know what I mean? Because it's just like, bitch, it's real shit going on out here. So I don't, views and all of that is nice, but I have to do what thus saith the Lord. I have to keep my hands and my heart clean and just, you know what I mean? Make sure people know that there is a voice in the wilderness that is petitioning and praying on their behalf. Okay. So that being said, let's see. This I don't know what the I can't get no background music. Okay, I can get all the spies and spy work in the world, but I can't get no background music. Okay. Apparently, allegedly. Um, so let's just see. The person on your mind, whatever that means. I don't really care about the T because baby, I didn't okay. Like whatever. All right. 114. So you're about to find some information out. Okay. I feel like Divine Feminine, you're gonna find some information out that wasn't necessarily supposed to make its way to you, and that's the reason that it's making its way to you. This feels like something you weren't supposed to know about. You really ain't gonna give me no background. Like really, like seriously, I'm so annoyed. Like really is giving a thief of joy, just a thief of joy. Like why can't I get no music? You're gonna get a hold of some information. It's gonna make its way to you, and it's gonna be made available to you because someone didn't want you to know this or be aware of it, but it's coming back around. Okay. Anyway. All right. So the person on your mind, they are definitely out there. They are definitely for the streets. They are anything and everything. If it has a hole, they are in it. Okay. That's not even funny, girl. Like, you know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta have, cause you know niggas be cheating. You know they be, so you just be like, okay. They be like, girl, I saw your man. Girl, is that your man? Like, I don't. Okay. Like for those that know, like, all right. Who has had sex the most recently? Your man or or whoever's on your mind. Okay, if it's a hoe, they are in it, and I they ain't got no type, girl. Okay, Divine Feminine, they ain't got no type. So I don't know if that means anything to you. I feel like it should. All right, ain't no discrepancies. All right, here it's wide range. Go as far as with that whatever they be saying on the golf course. All right. Who's the most romantic? All right. Someone could this person on your mind, they could think this makes them attractive, okay? Being for the streets, being, they consider it like being a okay. They think this is attractive. All right. Charming, charmed, or being charmed, okay? Here. Now also, if you're wanting to know if your person is cheating, of course, a cue or a sign is they're being extra nice. They come home, it's the roses out of nowhere. It's the, the fool, and you're like, oh, it's sweet. It's like I always say in St. Louis, St. Louis niggas got this bad. They have this super bad, but bitch, okay, if he coming home with food and bags and perfume and chocolate and wine and the whole like a matching outfits, like he was doing you dirty, okay? Like for I promise, girl, he was doing you so dirty. The level of whatever he bring, cause especially when they don't usually like really get you nothing, especially they're the type that they forget birthdays or you got to remind them of everything. You keep the calendar, you keep the schedule, you keep them on track, and they be like, "Oh, that's today. Oh, that's." Or we gotta get the kids presents and all that. Like they depend on you for everything. You know what I mean? And if they do, come up with something, they might be cool on Valentine's Day or your birthday or whatever, but if just randomly they come out of nowhere and they just like, yeah, look what I got for you and my baby today. day, but bitch, he okay, like he dragged you down the street and skinned the whole side of your neck by everything, just did you dirty. All right, that part. Okay, so this is your confirmation. That ain't even funny, but I'm just telling you. All right. Because some don't know the signs. You'll just be like, he's just been, well, isn't that nice? No, bitch, he was cheating. Okay. And he's bringing you a gift. He's being extra romantic because he know how fucking filthy he did. I heard somebody was eating ass the night before or something. Okay. Like that's how filthy he did you so filthy. So he's bringing you gifts because that's how fucking filthy he did. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't even look at her fucking face. I got to bring something. So bitch, she got this whole vase of 50,000 roses. Okay, here, and I got you a teddy bear. Oh, and her baby, yeah, go get your nails done. I got the kids. I'm like, what? You don't never babysit? Well, you know you work so hard. Bitch, she was cheap. Okay, okay, love you. Okay, yeah. Let's go out to dinner. Now, this is not for everybody, but this is just for those that know your nigga run the street. You know, okay? Like if you just know, all right, or you're in a relationship and he moving weird, moving funny, you know your nigga. Okay, I'm just saying. That's your clue. All right, this person could have an accent. All right, and this person, again, they have like this machismo. What do they call that? Maybe a little bit of toxic masculinity, or the things that they consider masculine, charming, what a man is supposed to do. They bros and all of that bullshit. Okay, brainwashing. Okay, unfortunately. And hopefully women will get a lot more discernment um when it comes to this energy, okay? Because it's, you say like, oh girl, yeah, like no, that's a man. Like, no, you kind of need to read a few more books, all right, and get healthy masculinity, not toxic, okay? Here. That nigga Yada was all over the internet. Yeah, my wife and she ain't got, because you haven't made it safe for her to do this, and a man who does this and gay whole time he beating the brakes off of that beautiful, beautiful African princess as soon as the camera's cut off. And so when you see these reality shows or streaming shows, and there's a man and he got all these women or whatever, and they looking like this, and like you can see the signs. All right. So I say that, divine feminine, that to say that you are probably dating someone who, what you consider like, oh, he's just being a man, oh, he's a man, he's like it's a little toxic, it's a little archaic. It's very much speak, uh don't speak unless spoken to. Oh my god. I'm telling you, growing up in a Pentecostal church, baby. Okay, I have so much fucking unprogramming that I have to do. Growing up, there are some things that I value, but a lot of that shit that I like, bro. Mm-mm. Okay, tell me more. What's the tea? So that is the tea. That nigga was cheating, doing you dirty, and a lot. This doesn't give me the energy of they got somebody on the side. They just out. They just somebody who's just lost in the sauce, so to speak. They have been they're overcome, overrun by their lust, by their proclivities, by their perversions. And you could know that. A lot of time I be knowing, and I just be. You could also know, again, some they're romantic. And I would even go as far as say they're romantic. They're bringing you flowers, and now they have the energy, and now they can smile at you and give you kisses and all because they have gotten their fix. Some it's an addiction, right? They have gotten their fix, and so it's now they can kind of tolerate you a little bit, all right? Especially if they're playing for both teams. I said this person, it don't matter as long as it's a whole. So, and that's a reality for some of you, even some of you that are married, even some of you that are in the church, or whatever the case may be. Your man is gay or down low or whatever, okay? And you wonder, like, why is he mean? Why is he treating me like girl? Because he wants to go. Okay, he wants to go, and then when he does that, and he it, enough, all right, for that brief period, he can muster a smile, or he can muster, he can treat you a little nice, or whatever. All right, just saying. Mr. Postman. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, somebody man get around like a damn poster. Like, might as well be a poster stick. He get around like the mail. Get around like the mailman child. All right. Literally. Okay. Somebody also gets blackout drunk. Okay. They can hang on the beach a lot, or they like to be kind of out on the scene. They're bros, loud, like, I don't know. Okay. They feel like that. They kind of give main character energy. All right. Or feel like eyes are all, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, everybody's like, eyes are always on them, the star of the show, or the main character, the main event, wherever they go. They can be very charming, or when they go out in public, um, whether you're with them or they're not, okay. Being a little bit too friendly to the wait staff, or, "Oh, I'm just being friendly. I'm just being nice. Or, hey, how you doing?" Or, "Yes, okay, thank you. I have." And that, "What are you getting mad for? I'm just being friendly." He knows exactly what he's doing. All right. Who says like when the most talking? So they may have recently been deep diving in some damn, okay, and the Valley Girls. That's what I'm getting. Okay. First it was Asian. First they was with Ning Ning. Now they with Jessica. Okay. And you'll notice that because for some, another way you'll be able to tell they were cheating, because they'll come home talking different. Okay, they'll kiss different. That's number one. The pattern, you know what I mean? Especially if that's your husband, they'll kiss different, and that's how you know they're cheating, because they're off, because they've been, acclimated to whoever they were cheating with. Number two, they'll come home with a different accent. They'll have different words, different language, and all that, and you'll just tell. You can just tell when the bitch been around your nigga specifically. Okay, the currency and the person on your mind. This is somebody your parents absolutely detest. Okay, maybe their parents detest you. I feel like your parents detest them because they know you can do better, and I feel like their parents may not like you, or just there's like this weird energy because you're not complacent. All right, or maybe you're a little bit more. Maybe you have a little bit more discernment. There's something here where, like, it could be out of guilt, misplaced guilt projection. All right. Is this what we're telling or what we're not telling? Tell it. Truth be told. Okay. So, currency, the person on your mind, truth be told. Okay. Here. So, it's very much giving your parents, hate them, and his parents don't like you, but for different reasons. And it may be because, again, I can't think of the word, gender roles. So wherever they're from, wherever he may have grew up watching his mother get abused, grew up watching, his father. However, this resonates for whatever your community. However, it don't matter. Okay, if somebody, it don't matter if you gay or whatever. If they grew up watching their father, because we all get here the same fucking way. Okay, a man has to fuck a woman, and she has to have a baby. All right, okay. Long as we're clear, okay, because y'all be doing a lot. All right. So I say all that to say this person may have grown up, again, watching his father be a philanderer. The mother, may have allowed it, or if she was religious, they might come from that time where, you don't say anything. That's, a man, and you just, at least you're his wife, and all that toxic bullshit. That's what this is giving. Okay. Here. And maybe you're different from the bunch. All right. The type of parents that even if he is cheating, they're not going to say anything again. You know what I mean? You could go to them and they'll be like, well, well, that's his right, or don't let him be from another country. All right. Here. So your parents may hate him, or something like that, because they have this. Bitch, what I just say? Third party, Seven of Wands. Like, some of you need to be celibate because, yeah, I'm telling the fucking truth. This is confirmation for somebody. If you want to know if this person was cheating, for some of you in the crib, like somebody is embarrassing the fuck out of somebody. Okay? And people are calling you a fool. All right? Like, there is vicious gossip surrounding you. Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody could be cheating while somebody's at work. I don't know, maybe when you go to work or something like that. Okay. Um, this is bad. Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. This motherfucker cheats every goddamn where. And then it'll go be like, oh, but my wife is so, look at my wife, she's so like that nigga. Okay. Like, somebody, on the other hand, somebody talks bad about their person, maybe like to their coworkers or something, or when they're at work. There's a little bit of, I don't know, like, like, you don't do this or you don't do that, or this may be the excuse that they give to like the mistresses, or oh, she doesn't. Yeah, this is vicious slander while at work. Uh, like, I feel like this person kind of puts you down to make themselves look big. And I feel like when people meet you, because you're in this Queen of Cups energy, they're so fucking confused. This person, somebody is just a very nasty person. But I feel like behind your back, this person just does you so fucking dirty. And that pillow talking energy, this person may downplay you, down talk you, or whatever to the third party, to the mistresses, to the karmics, or whatever, like, oh, she don't do shit, or she don't know, something like that, just to make them, it's like somebody talking trash to make a karmic feel good about themselves, and the whole time you're the fucking wife, you're the baby mom, you know what I mean? And maybe even at work, like, I don't know, there's some area where this person is talking really bad about you, trying to is kind of giving triangulation and competition to make these bum bitches feel like that they won, or that they're doing the job that you should be doing. It's almost like you're not doing your job, you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing, and talking these bitches up. But then when people meet you in person, you're literally the Queen of Cups and the Sun and the Ten of fucking Pentacles. You're a divine fucking feminine. You're a real wife. You are holy. You are divine. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? A Queen of Pentacles. It's two women here. Okay. And I feel like afterwards, people see this person as very childish, immature, abusive. Okay. Some of you could be married, and this person could have like a baby's mother or something like that. They do a lot of triangulation there. All right. Create competition. So both of you, break your neck to try and make him, girl, I don't know. Okay. Shit is like, for some of you, if you want to know if he's still sleeping with his baby mom, or somebody he just had a baby by, or the ex-wife or something, absolutely. Okay, absolutely. All right, especially if they have family or kids or something like that, somebody could also be pregnant. He could have gotten a third party pregnant on you. All right. Here, yeah, Page of Cups. Real bad news. Yeah, lovers, they are cheating. Queen of Wands. Somebody is just, ugh, Jesus Christ. They're a horror. They're a horror. They've made people have abortions. Okay. They done sent bitches to the clinic for Okay. Here's the devil. Yeah, somebody is infested with like diseases and all kind of shit. I'm sorry, girl. Okay. That's probably why they said somebody need to tell them. Somebody need to tell her. So I'm telling you, girl. Okay. Run, bitch. Here's the wheel. Okay. This is your confirmation that it's time to fucking go. Or that if you're thinking about leaving, or that if you left and maybe you didn't have all the evidence, but you're like, fuck it, I'm out because I'm just going out of my fucking mind here. This is your confirmation. Okay, that you did the right thing. Do not fucking go back. If you go back, he gonna beat your ass. And then, okay, like somebody has um proclivities to they like what do they call that? Like aggressive, violent. Like somebody they probably watch too much porn or they get turned on by like violent sex and so I don't know. You hear all the time them tricks be dying because of choking or something. Like somebody's a weirdo, okay, and stalking and just all right, like no, please do not go back. All right, if any part of this conversation, okay, resonates, do not fucking go back because it's gonna be some bad news, and I don't want to see you on the breaking news ticker. All right, so this is the T, I guess if you want to call that T. All right, it's bitter on the person on your mind. It sounds like this may just be some, where you've just had a hard time letting go, had a hard time moving on, moving forward. Uh, Addictions, it's the energy, it's the soul tie, it's the, you know, they may, I mean, they're for the streets. So I'm pretty sure they're very well versed in sex, so that there's those soul ties and, you know, like that's probably what it is. You probably need to, cleanse and do some blood work and all of that. Um, but this is a very dangerous person. Mostly for your health, your it's for your health, your physical health. Again, STDs and clinics, and your mental health, cheating, verbal, abuse, the gaslighting, all of that, the projection. And this is because they haven't dealt with themselves. All right. Anybody, they always say someone who is overly promiscuous, 9 times out of 10, also tends to be down low. Okay. Could be secretly gay, could just be, bi or whatever, but definitely, they have some tendencies and proclivities that they're trying to mask. And a lot of that is masked in hypersexuality. Um, and then they take it out on women. So, um, I hope this helps. Okay. It definitely helped me. All right. And with that, girl, this next lunar eclipse, which is in Pisces, I believe. Okay. I would, take this time to cut the cords and just lay low and disconnect. Okay. Because I just feel like, you know, somebody might be in the mood to take you through there emotionally because they don't know how to deal with themselves. All right. So, I'll see you next time.